I've always been that person who loves to travel, and living in the UK, there's not a lot that I get to do aside work. So let's just say this is how I unwind. Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is Adventures of Q. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do. Please drop a comment and like. It would really mean a lot to me. Imagine traveling to a city and spending only 24 hours there. Crazy, right? But trust me, it's not as crazy as it sounds because this is what I did on this trip. Come with me. If you're on my Instagram, you would have probably seen this post. But if you're not, I'd like you to just pause this video and take a guess. Drop a comment in the comment section on where you think this trip is bound. I also can't be the only one who enjoys window seats when flying, because how else would you get this beautiful aerial view of the town or the city where you're taking off or headed to? So if you guessed Czech Republic or Prague, you're right. Come with me to spend 24 hours in Prague. So I arrived at the airport, and because of my Schengen visa and because it had already been stamped in Switzerland, there was no need to stamp it here. So I just went straight out. Apparently, these Uber are the only ones allowed to come to the front of the arrival. If you want to get a regular taxi, you need to do a bit of a walk. So I just jumped in that Uber. When I say jump, I don't mean it's free because you actually get to pay for it. But at the same time, it's more expensive than the regular taxis just because they're the only ones allowed to come to the front of the terminal or the arrival or departure gate. So I'm just heading straight to the hotel, which is the first stop, because I was so tired and I just needed to catch my breath first before doing any exploring of Prague. I think it's safe to say that I'm a Hilton fangirl at this point because that's one hotel chain that I'm confident of the standard that I get instead of trying out new or smaller ones. This is largely because of my experience with the other hotels that I stayed at on my trip to Switzerland, and also because on my trip to Dubai, which isn't on my YouTube yet, I stayed in Hilton as well. And I don't know, there's just something about the Hilton that just really relaxes me. Now, this is the Hilton Hotel in Prague. This hotel is massive. I didn't really get the chance to explore the one that I stayed in JBR in Dubai. But this one, it literally feels like a mega city as a hotel. You know me and mirrors. But I was just really taking it all in. On the day when I arrived, there was a summit taking place, which is why it was all set up banquet style and there were loads of people around. But trust me, this hotel is really, really massive. I think it's the biggest hotel that I've ever been in. I do not think the JBR Hilton is this big. This has to be the biggest hotel that I've ever stayed in. My flight into Prague was an early one and it was perfect timing. But because of that, I had to do an early check-in because I think I arrived about 10 or 11 a.m. And this is a hotel just being cute with the whole decor thing. And I don't even know what that thing is called. And this is the view from the window or the view that I got from my room. So I think this is like an industrial area in Prague. But yeah, there's not much to see. And I got flowers. If you know me well enough on this channel, I'm sure you know that I love flowers. Now it's time to go explore the old town of Prague. One thing that I can say I observed in Prague is that they have loads of hotels. On this street alone or in this area, I lost count of the number of hotels that I saw. There were so many. Now, I don't know what this place is called, but when I first heard the bell go, I thought it would just be for a minute or two on the hour. You know how the church bells ring on the hour? But this bell rang for so long, and I was stood here for well over 10 minutes, I'd say, and the bell just kept going, and I just kept on hearing it even after walking past this whole area. So this is the view from my camera, the video that I was making, which you saw me making in the previous clip. Now, I do not know what this place is called, but it's on the way to the old town in Prague, and I took this lovely picture. So let's keep going. This is on the way from the hotel to the old town, which was the activity or itinerary for the day. It was almost getting dark at this point because my rest at the hotel took longer than I expected. Oh look,
Look at H&M.
H&M is one brand that I love, but seeing their presence in not just the UK but also in the two other European countries that I've been to just does something warming to my heart that I don't know how to explain. Now, it was getting dark, not because I headed out really late, but because it was a February evening where the sun sets quite early or earlier in the day, and this was about 4:30 p.m., but it was already getting dark. But I still had to go explore the town because there's no way I would come to Prague and not at least see the old town or see something about the town. More pictures, and now welcome to the old town in Prague, or Praha as they call it. I think it's Slavia Praha that's called like locally. But I'm actually headed to the Charles Bridge. But this is the old town. And look, I saw Madame Tussauds. Like, there's just something so warming about seeing these brands that you know from like home, seeing them in other places. It just feels really nice. Now, this is the cross to the Charles Bridge. This is it right here. But I would say the view in the evening is just so gorgeous. I mean, it would look better in the day because there'll be sunlight, pictures will be brighter, obviously. But in the night, when these yellow lights come on, there's just this effect that it gives. It just feels like you're in a like in a medieval movie or something. Yeah, I think I like the view at night as well. I mean, day or night, I'll take it, but the night isn't bad as well. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. See how packed this place was, even at this time of day. Mind you, I think it was about 6 p.m. here. People were just going and coming and going and coming. I think this is like one of the biggest tourist places in Prague. But there were loads of people here. And if you listen in the video, the sound of the footstep on the cobblestone just adds to the effect as well. And there was this cross. I'm not sure if it's a crucifix or something, but it looks like a crucifix to me. And that was it for the old town, and this is just heading back to the hotel. The plan is to have dinner at the hotel restaurant, which is the Cloud9 restaurant. So this is me at dinner, just waiting for my mains, and then this really cute cocktail came, which is like candy floss cocktail. And guys, if we have spoken long enough about steak, you would know that I would say it looks too aesthetically pleasing for the way it tastes, because steak is just always so bland on its own. But this one was so good. It was properly seasoned. Now this is me signing out after such an eventful day. Don't ask me why I'm walking like that. Blame it on the red wine that I had with the steak. Now this is the next day on the way to the airport. Do you know what this means? That I have successfully spent 24 hours in one city. Of all my travel adventures, this one has to be topping the list. But would I do it again? Yeah, because I absolutely enjoyed my time. And because I didn't feel like there was a whole lot that I wasn't seeing in Prague, I would absolutely do that again for Prague. So this is back to the airport. My passport isn't getting stamped either, so I just went through checking in and explored duty free as per usual. But you know, this trip isn't complete without one important thing. Guess what that is? This is the business lounge. I decided to have breakfast before getting on the plane, even though I didn't really feel like my stomach could take on much food, especially for that time of the day. I did. But that important thing is my fridge magnets. Yes, no trip is complete without getting those fridge magnets. So this is boarding time. Just gonna head back on to the plane and head back out. So if you are looking for inspiration for one day travels, this should be it. Definitely see Prague. Go to the old town, explore, have a beer there, have a hot chocolate or something. Now this is the aerial view. This is what I am talking about. This is what I couldn't get on my Switzerland trip, and I felt so bad because look at this view from the sky. It's so beautiful. If you have watched this video up till this point and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Drop a comment, like the video. It would mean so much to me. Yeah, I know I said that before, but it would really mean so much to me. So this is our descent, but there's one more exciting thing that happened. I got a picture in the cockpit with the pilot. I've always wanted a picture like this, and that was a highlight moment for me. Thank you for watching. Now I'll see you in my next video. Bye.